In this short video, I'll be sharing with you one of my trade setup which I recently shared in Twitter and to my community members in Peaceful Weekend Investing. And I want to walk you through how did I went ahead, picked up the trade and how the trade is doing today, and just want to talk about it in detail so that you get to know how I am analyzing the stocks, and I will take you through some of the details of that as well. So as you can see on my screen here, the Twitter handle of mine is @Bhatia Shivendra, and if you haven't started following me, you can follow me and get to know more details. What I want to share with you is the stock Puravankara, which is listed in Indian Stock Exchange in real estate sector and listed in NSE and BSE. And I posted this chart on August 2nd. I shared a lot of details about it. What are the basis of it? I'm buying this stock. As you can see here, the stock has given a previous rally, which I was part of it, and then I kind of sold off right on the top here. And then later on, the stock went back and touched almost the same levels of where it started. Just imagine if I would have held on to it and had no exit strategy, I would have been stuck with that stock and not enjoyed all the gains and taken home that paycheck for that. So you need to know when to exit as well. And this video I'm going to share with you that this stock has given another opportunity to enter, and my trade is active. And I shared this earlier that I've already invested. It's a trading position, so please do your own research. I'm just sharing with you what I am kind of doing, and I'm just sharing with you so that you can learn from that. Generally, this stock has a behavior. So when we look at from the chart, you look from the left hand side and see what has been the behavior. So this stock typically gives a very quick move and then thereafter goes into consolidation or correction phase for a long time. The real estate sector itself is kind of right now on the rise because after 10 years of lull period in India. So hopefully this stock will give me a decent return going forward, and I took a position around sometime around 96 or below that, and my trade is active. I'll take you through the active trade now so that you get to see the details. So as you can see, so you see the chart here of Puravankara, and it's a weekly chart, and this is where I kind of posted on the trading view as well that what the stock is looking very interesting. But for my community members, I shared this in July 12th, and I will share the snippet of the video as well. My trades for Puravankara. I did a trade on 3rd of June, started buying at the price of 88.72, and then averaged up in 13th of August when I posted after the retest. So my position I kept on, so way I do that, I kind of average up. So I kind of took some position initially and then now average up further. And as and when my trade goes in my favor, I'll keep averaging up. So from 82, the stock is now trading at 126.20. It closed on. So that's a phenomenal gain so far. And my remaining position also, both the positions are in profit. So I just wanted to quickly share with you so that you get to see how I'm analyzing it as well. So I'll quickly show you in the Google Sheet template which I'm sharing here on my screen. First position I took on 3rd of June at the price which I invested was 88 rupees 72 paisa in Indian rupees. And on 13th of August I had a second tranche which was 110 rupees 86 paisa, and the current price as of today's weekly closing is 126.35. So in both the trades, so first trade my return on investment point to point is 42%, close to 42% in the first trade, and second one is around 13-14% in second one as well. So they both are sitting comfortably, given that when we had the first setup I had a decent position and then had another tranche which was on 13th of August. So I'm waiting for to see whether it breaks out above that particular zone so I can see if I can add more. But I just wanted to quickly share with you this trade has been worked out very nicely as well. And I shared with my community members around the time sometime the same time when it was around 80s or 90s, so that they can also get benefited to what I'm trying to do, analyze the stock. And my context of sharing with was also because we do a weekly mastermind and go through all those different trade setups during the mastermind as well. If you want to join into my free Telegram group, the link is below in the comment section. Do join in and look forward to having interaction with you. What I want to show you here is that initially when this rise happened, I kind of got out at the top. I have an exit set up. Then I just kind of exit based on what my rules are. So I just, go into the approach of subjective trading. Because this stock was my trading portfolio, not investment portfolio, so I had a mandatory line of control and stop loss for the stock. And since then, the stock has come back and touched the same level where I started making the position. So this would have been not a great side if I would have hold on to the hope trade. So there's no hope trades. You need to decide your line of control and exit on it, right? So in this case, I use the daily chart to do the exit, but typically, you can take. This was a great time where you could have easily got out, even though there was a bit of a drawdown, but still you would have saved. And if you have taken a right position, you would have made decent money. But then stock went into kind of pretty much a kind of its own zone of consolidation, and then there came in some kind of accumulation happened, and that's where it started. It started touching this resistance 1, resistance 2, resistance 3, and resistance 4, and it did again trace back. But this time the behavior was slightly different. If you see here, let me delete all the drawings so that it's easier for you to understand. You see the trend is down in this case, right? Clear trend was down. Then it went into the stage of consolidation, and then it comes in. Let me clear this. Yeah. Then it went into consolidation. Then comes in the rise, right? You can see here clearly. So clearly there was a rise here. Now it went into this upward channel, and that's where we want to see that it started making higher highs, right? And with the simple Dow theory principle which was written by Charles Dow in 1900s, still very active, and you have the clear example here. And at this point, when it went into this consolidation, and it has real, if you can see the different chart patterns occur. So this is kind of cup and handle. So you have a cup and handle here, and then it gave a consolidation and breakout. And I wait for the retest, and you had the retest. Let me delete all the drawings. It gave a retest here and consolidated for a couple of weeks, and then I initiated that saying, okay, this is the time you start looking at this stock seriously because there's some serious buying happening. And I will show you very footprint of that. Let me add the chat volume to this, and you can see here. Now, as soon as you add the volume analysis here, the whole perspective will change. As you can see here, when it was in downturn, the volume was pretty much flat. As soon as the trend changed, the volume started increasing, right? And look at the volumes of the breakout. It is just the towers are going up and up and up. So that shows that there's some strong hands accumulating the stock, and there is a huge price volume momentum here, and should not be missed out, because every fall the volume was super low, and every rise the volume was super high. So this is the kind of pattern of strong stocks. So keep that in mind. And once you have that breakout, now the stock has given a completely breakout of this rounding bottom. So I'm expecting it should touch 170 and 180 shortly. So it has already been a decent rise for me ever since I took the position around 90s. This is the time when I kind of took the early area where you took the position, and then I'm just riding the trend here. Hopefully, second time I can trade on this stock. Being real estate sector is on rise. I'll leave you a snippet of the particular video which I shared to my community members, so that you get to know how I shared my analysis early on. And if you want to be part of it, do send me a message and connect with me and join my free Telegram channel group, which is available in the comment box below. And I keep sharing a lot of such ideas which I kind of looking at it on actively on the different markets. So this was a short video today analyzing the particular trade of India market called Puravankara, and I hopefully you get to see some of the details how I am looking at the chart patterns. Obviously you have to look at the fundamentals, so I don't do a chart. I'm not the trader here. I look at the long-term trading opportunities and investing opportunities. So I have a set of portfolio, look at it for trading, which is medium to long-term setup, and then I have a long-term portfolio approach so that I can keep buying those compounders for long-term wealth creation. And the idea for me to share this video upfront is, and this chart which I haven't discussed in this channel before, and we'll go into details of it in detail, all those chart patterns and how to read them in future videos. Don't get overwhelmed from that perspective. Just have a look at it to understand that what I'm trying to share is a simple price volume analysis and taking the position on it with different market behaviors and participants coming in, creating this kind of patterns, right? And I've shared with you in my previous videos, why patterns are very important. We have to focus on patterns. It always keep on repeating. So you can see here, it has been in the sideways for such a long time, but every time it just goes up and comes back down. So it is just a pattern which you can see here happening in front of us, right? So this stock has never ever gone beyond this from 2009. So, and this is only time when it tried to make an attempt, and that also fizzles out. So you have to look at the history of the stock, and based on that you should take a chart. And this is 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, 4 time, 5th time, and this is 6th time from 2009. So let's see what happens this time. But definitely I'm going to book some profit here and wait for the clear breakout with the volume before even holding on stock. But with the volume pattern, it looks like it is it is definitely coming back, in terms of the strong hands. But we did had the similar kind of volume profile in 2017 and similar profile in 2009 and similar profile when it started trading. So, well, as per the history, this is a time when you have to look at this is a zone where you have to look for taking the profit if you are in, and wait for the clear breakout above this level before you can even think of holding it for next targets. Thank you very much for watching this. I would be really glad to if you can write down in the comment box below what kind of lessons you learned from this video. I'm looking forward for your comments. My name is Shivendra. I'm founder of Peaceful Weekend Investing Hub, trying to make investing simple and easy and accessible for busy professionals like you. If you're not subscribed to my channel, I would request you to subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you keep getting new videos I'll be bringing up regularly around investing and productivity. If you can like or dislike this video, so I get to know the feedback and help me to improve further going forward as well. So hopefully this video was useful and you had some key takeaways. I look forward for reading for your comments. Till then, enjoy and see you next time.